The Browning heavy machine gun was designed towards the end of World War I. Development of a large-caliber machine gun in the USA was initiated at the direct request of General Pershing, the commander of U.S. Expeditionary Corps in Europe. He requested a large-caliber machine gun, capable of destroying military aircraft and ground targets such as armored cars and tanks. The task of developing such a gun was passed to John Browning. The task of developing ammunition for this new weapon was passed to Winchester Arms Company. This machine gun is similar to John Browning's earlier M1919 machine gun, that was chambered for a standard rifle cartridge. In around 1917 Browning started to redesign his weapon for a larger caliber. His new machine gun was chambered for much larger and much more powerful 12.7 by 99 mm, .50 caliber, cartridge, that was developed alongside this weapon by Winchester. That's why sometimes this weapon is simply referred as Browning .50 caliber machine gun. After the John Browning's death in 1926, the design of this weapon was finalized by other designers. In around 1917 Browning started to redesign his weapon for a larger caliber. His new machine gun was chambered for much larger and much more powerful 12.7 by 99 mm, .50 caliber, cartridge, that was developed alongside this weapon by Winchester. That's why sometimes this weapon is simply referred as Browning .50 caliber machine gun. After the John Browning's death in 1926, the design of this weapon was finalized by other designers. Furthermore, the M2 machine gun has been in use longer than any other small arm in the U.S. Armed Forces inventory, except the M1911 pistol, that was also designed by John Browning. The M2 machine gun is currently manufactured by General Dynamics and U.S. Ordnance Companies. Since the 1930s this weapon is license-produced by FN Herstal of Belgium. Currently the M2 is used by about 100 countries all over the world. It is the primary heavy machine gun of NATO countries. The M2 is typically used as a vehicle weapon or helicopter armament. It can be also used from a tripod. This heavy machine gun is highly effective against infantry, unarmored or lightly armored vehicles, boats, light fortifications and helicopters. It is closer in power to a small cannon. This weapon is typically used with standard ball, tracer, armor-piercing incendiary, or armor-piercing incendiary tracer rounds. There is also an M962 SLAP-T, sabot light armor penetrator, round, fitted with a tungsten penetrator. The M2 is fed from disintegrating belt. Spent cartridge cases are extracted down. It can be adapted to feed from the left or right side of the weapon by reinstalling some parts. This conversion takes 2 minutes. The charging handle can be also changed from right to left-hand side. The M2 has slow and rapid firing modes. It can fire full auto, as well as single shots. This weapon fires from a closed bolt. When used as a crew-served weapon, the M2 is mounted on an M3 tripod. This tripod weighs 20 kilograms. So the complete weight of the machine gun on tripod is 58 kilograms. When fired from the tripod, this HMG has an effective range of 1,830 m, maximum effective range is 2,000 m. The M2 comes with standard iron sights. However, various types of telescopic and night sights can be installed using appropriate mountings. The original M2 had no manual safeties. However, recent versions of this heavy machine gun are fitted with manual safety, located next to the trigger. Price of this machine gun is around $14,000. The basic M2 has many variants. This heavy machine gun was intentionally designed to operate in many configurations. The main infantry versions are outlined below.